Introduction. Some people are very fond of buying and collecting old and historical things. Sometimes this madness reaches the level of stupidity. Here are live pictures of two such Englishmen. Also, there is a depiction of the pathetic but funny condition of two helpless men living in Kashi who always live in a camp with their wives. Lala Jhulal had no shortage of food and drink. He had a house in Kashi's Thatheri Bazar. He got a monthly rent of about 100 rupees from the shops below. He ate well, wore well, but he did not even have enough to spend 250 rupees. So when his wife suddenly demanded 250 rupees one day, his heart tingled, and then he sunk. Seeing his plight, his wife said, "Don't be afraid. If you are unable to give, I will ask my brother." Lala Jhulal got irritated. He said with authority, "Come away, you will beg brother for 250 rupees, you can take it from me. But I want it in this life itself. Come, you can take it within this week itself." By week, do you mean 7 days or 7 years? Lala Jhulal stood up with authority and said, "Come, take 250 rupees from me on the 7th day from today." But when 4 days passed by, and he could not arrange for the money, he started getting worried. It was a question of his reputation in his own house. What would she think in her mind if he could not pay after promising to pay? What value would he have in her eyes? He had narrated hundreds of stories of his praise. Now, when he had to do something, he was completely defeated. This was the first time she had openly asked for a few rupees. If he runs away with his tail between his legs, how would he face her? Anyway, one more day passed. On the 5th day, he nervously told his plight to the physician, Bilwasi Mishra. The circumstances were so bad that Bilwasi ji was also completely hungry at that time. He said, "I do not have it, but I will try to get it by asking for it from somewhere, and if I get it, I will meet you at your house tomorrow evening." It was the same evening today, the last day of the week. Tomorrow, he has to either count out 250 rupees or lose all his money. It is true that if the money does not come tomorrow, his wife will not hang him, but will only laugh a little. But what kind of laughter will it be? Just imagining it made Jhulal cringe. This evening, Pandit Bilwasi Mishra had to go to Gyan. What if he does not come? Or could he arrange for the money somewhere? Lala Jhulal was strolling on the terrace in this dilemma. He felt a little thirsty. He called the servant. The servant was not there. His wife herself brought water. She did bring water but had forgotten to bring a glass. She appeared with only water in a pot. And the pot was coincidentally the one that Lala Jhulal had always disliked because of its ugly shape. The new year was only for 2 years, but the pot was made in such a way that its father was a damru and its mother was a pipe. Lala took the lota, said nothing. He respected his wife. He should respect her. This is what is called civilization. What kind of a husband is he who does not respect his wife? Then he also thought that even if he is given water in the lota, it is a blessing. If I make a mistake now, I will get food in the bucket. Then what will be left to do? Lala swallowed his anger and started drinking water. At that time, he was standing near the parapet of the roof. The elders who made these rules regarding drinking water that do as not drinking water while standing, not drinking water while sleeping, and not drinking water after running, I do not know whether they ever made this rule or not, that do not drink water while standing near the parapet of the roof. It seems that those people have not said anything on this important subject. Lala Jhulal must have been able to drink hardly 2 or 3 kegs when somehow his hand shook and the lota fell down. The lota neither looked left nor right, it started going down towards the street. Putting the meteor to shame in its wake, it vanished from sight. Once upon a time, a rogue named Newton had invented something called the gravitational force of the earth. Needless to say, all this force was in favor of the pot at this time. If you cut Lala, he would not bleed. A pot full of water falling from a high 3-story building onto such a moving street is no joke. Who knows which unauthorized hut this pot will reach with the message of Kashivas. Something similar happened. There was a loud uproar in the street. By the time Lala Jhulal ran down, a huge crowd had entered his courtyard. Lala Jhulal saw that the main character in this crowd was an Englishman who was completely drenched and who was dancing on one leg while caressing his other leg with his hand. Seeing the culprit pot near him, Lala Jhulal ji immediately understood the situation by adding 2 and 2. Before falling, the lota hit the canopy of a shop. After hitting there, it gave the Englishman standing in the shop a thorough bath and then fell on his boots. When the Englishman came to know that Lala Jhulal was the owner of the pot, he did only one thing. He opened his mouth and left it open. Lala Jhulal learned today that the English language has such a vast treasure of abuses. At this time, Pandit Bilwasi Mishra was seen coming into the courtyard, breaking through the crowd. As soon as he came, the first thing he did was to throw out all the people who had entered the courtyard except that Englishman. Then, keeping a chair in the courtyard, he said to Sahib, "Your leg is probably injured. Now you sit comfortably on the chair." Sahib thanked Bilwasi ji and sat down, and pointing towards Lala Jhulal said, "Do you know this person?" "Not at all. And I don't want to know a man who would attack an innocent pedestrian. In my opinion, he is a dangerous lunatic. No, in my opinion, he is a dangerous criminal. If God had given Lala Jhulal the power to see and eat, then it is certain that he would have eaten up Bilwasi ji with his eyes by now." He was unable to understand what had happened to Bilwasi ji at this time. Sahib asked Bilwasi ji, "So what should we do?" "Report this matter to the police so that this man is taken into custody immediately." "Where is the police station?" "It is nearby, let me tell you." "Let's go." "I'm going right now. If you permit, I will first buy this pot from this man." "Why would you sell it?" "I can pay up to 50 rupees for it." Lala Jhulal kept quiet, but Sahib asked, "Why are you paying 50 rupees for this useless pot? You call this lota trash?" "Surprising. I thought you were a learned and well-educated man. What is the matter? Please tell me." "Sir, it seems to be a historical lota." "What do you think it is?" "I am sure of it. This is the famous Akbari Lota that museums all over the world are searching for." "Is that so?" "Yes, sir. It is about the 16th century. Emperor Humayun had fled after being defeated by Sher Shah and was wandering in the desert of Sindh. On one occasion, he was dying of thirst. At that time, a Brahman had saved his life by giving him water from this very pot. After Humayun, Akbar traced that Brahman and took this pot from him and in return gave him 10 such gold pots. Emperor Akbar loved this pot very much. That is why it was named Akbari Lota Pakda. He used to perform ablutions with it regularly. It was known in the royal family till 57 AD. But after that it disappeared. Its plaster model is kept in the Museum of Calcutta. No one knows how this pot came into the possession of this man. If the museum people get to know about it, they will buy it by paying a hefty price. While listening to this description, Sahib's eyes were so affected by greed and surprise that they grew from the size of a cowrie to the size of a dumpling. He asked Bilwasi ji, "So what will you do with this pot?" "I am fond of collecting old and historical things." "I am also fond of collecting old and historical things. At the time when this pot fell on me, I was doing the same. I was buying some old brass statues from that shop. Whatever it is, I will buy the pot." "Wow, how will you buy it?" "I will buy it, it is my right." "Do you have a right?" "Of course, I have a right." "Tell me whether you took a bath with the water from that pot or I?" "You." "Did it fall on your feet or mine, your?" "Did he grind your thumb or mine?" "Your." "That is why I have the right to buy it." All this is nonsense. Quote the price, whoever gives the highest price can take it." "That is right. You were asking for 50 rupees for it, I will give 100. I will give 150. I will give 200. Or, I will give 2.5. Saying this, Bilwasi ji threw 2.5 rupee notes in front of Lala Jhulan. Sahib also lost his temper. He said, "If you give 2.5, I will give 500. Now let's go." Bilwasi ji started picking up his money with regret as if he were carrying the dead body of his hopes. Looking at Sahib, he said, "Take your lota, I don't have much in my possession. Barekhan shiksha." Hearing this, Sahib's face became happy. He snatched the lota and said, "Now I will return to my country laughing. I am tired of listening to Major Douglas bragging." "Who is Major Douglas?" "Major Douglas is my neighbor. I compete with him in collecting old things. Last year, he came to India and took the Jahangiri egg from here." "Jahangir's egg?" "Yes, Jahangir's egg." Major Douglas thought only he could get good things from India. But is Jahangir's egg an egg? Jahangir's love affair with Jahangir. You must know that a pigeon had a daughter named Noor Jahan. When Jahangir asked how she let one of his pigeons fly away, Noor Jahan made his other pigeon fly and told her it was like this. Jahangir was completely devoted to her because of her innocence. From that moment onwards, he surrendered himself to Noor Jahan. He never forgot this favor of the pigeon. He kept one of her eggs with great care. It used to hang in front of him in a crystal pot. Later, that egg became famous as Jahangir's egg. Major Douglas bought it the other year from a Muslim gentleman in Delhi for 300 rupees. Is that so? Yes, but now you cannot take anything from Doon in front of me. My Akbari Lota is 1 generation older than their Jahangir's egg. By this relation, your Lota has become the father of that egg. The Sahib gave 500 rupees to Lala Jhulal and went on his way. Lala Jhulal's face was visible at this time. It seemed that every hair on his face was waving with happiness due to the war that had been going on for 6 days. He asked Bilwasi ji, "You brought 250 rupees for me from home. But you did not have it. Only God Bhera knows this secret apart from me. You can ask him, I will not tell. But where are you going?" "Right now, I have worked with you for 2 hours. 2 hours? Yes, what else? Right now I will pat your back and praise you. It will take 1 hour. Then I will hug you and thank you. This will also take 1 hour. Okay, first count and save 500 rupees. If the money is yours, Then saving it is such a pleasant and fascinating work that a person easily gets absorbed in it at that time. Lala Jhulal finished his work and looked up. But Bilwasi ji disappeared in the meantime. That night, Bilwasi ji could not sleep for a long time. He remained lying on the bed, wrapped in a sheet. He woke up at 1 o'clock. Slowly, very slowly, he took out the gold coin from his sleeping wife's neck, which had a key tied to it. Then he went to her room and opened the box with that key. He put the 200 bucks notes in it as they were and closed it. Then he returned stealthily and put the key around his wife's neck as before. After this, he smiled and stretched himself. The next day he slept peacefully till 8 in the morning. Dear students, if you found this explanation helpful, please share this video with your friends so they can also benefit from it. I've included links to summaries of other lessons in the description. Be sure to check those out as well. For more lesson explanations, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.